Okay, guys, welcome back to Legal Licks Lounge. We have a jam-packed show today, so let's just get straight to it. I am the host, Maya McCole, joined today by Mr. Legal Licks, the Chicago sports betting expert, sports analyst. Dallas, how are you today?
Doing wonderful, Maya.
Where's the I made a bunch of money yesterday energy?
It's there. I'm just mad that England ended in a tie, so I broke even on my first morning bet instead of winning. I took them to win the tie, so I got my money back. But I wanted to make, if England would have won, I would have made like $4,000 more this morning. But it's fine though. I made $10,000 off of $500 yesterday. I think all those plays almost hit. I said on live yesterday, all the baseball and shit. The Kevin Durant double. So I made a $500 bet, won $10,000. I had Milwaukee. Felt like Milwaukee would win yesterday. They came out strong. And now I'm going to Game 7 tomorrow. And we're going to see. I got a bag on Brooklyn, so I'll be there for it.
Okay. Then we also have Coach Parker back with us today. Coach P, how are you?
I'm blessed, Maya, as usual. How about yourself?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, really quick, let's show this clip from yesterday, the recap, because basically, Dallas, like you said, everything you said happened. So let's play that really quick.
Yeah, I like KD, and I like Chris Middleton to pass the ball pretty well tonight. About 5 assists as well.
So your final prediction for the entire series is Nets, but for tonight, you're saying it could be the Bucks, depending on who was one of the key players for the Bucks that you think could help them get the W.
Yeah, the Bucks hit threes, they can win tonight. If James
Arena at home, fans in the stadium, some real stars in the England team. Scotland.
Can't hear you, Maya.
Any comments about that from yesterday?
Middleton hit threes. Middleton hit a lot of threes. I just felt like Giannis isn't your closer. I think Kendrick Perkins said it this morning. Chris Middleton is Batman on that team, not Giannis. Giannis not really a Batman because he can't finish the game for you. Middleton is Milwaukee Bucks finisher. And also I want to comment on this. All the reporters were saying that Giannis should guard KD, Giannis should guard KD. I'm happy Budenholzer did not switch Giannis on KD because they would have lost yesterday. Giannis can't guard Kevin Durant. He's your better off-ball defender because he can come protect your rim, block shots. If he's guarding Kevin Durant, now you don't have a shot blocker at the rim. You got Brook Lopez. Kevin Durant's going to dunk on Brook Lopez. But Giannis, he's the real shot blocker. He can move fast enough to recover and get back. So if you put Giannis on the best scorer, he gets in foul trouble, and now you don't have a rim protector. So that was good that they didn't make that adjustment listening to the media. The media doesn't know anything. So.
Sheesh. Media doesn't know anything because Legal Licks knows everything. Basically.
That's why NBA coaches are paid because it doesn't make sense and that's why he's still in the playoffs. We was knocking him a couple of days ago, right? Coach Parker saying he's probably the worst coach left.
Budenholzer?
Yeah,
he might be, but that's not saying little of him. That's just saying a lot about the coaches that have made it thus far. So every coach that have made it this far is a solid coach. I just want to touch on that. Giannis is not Batman. We know that, but Giannis is Superman, right? So he has kryptonite, and we know what that kryptonite is. He doesn't have a solid jump shot. He can't make free throws from the line. But putting all that aside, the man is still a super player. So I don't want us to diminish what Giannis is to his team and to the league. He is Superman. He just has kryptonite. He has one thing that he cannot do, and so he needs somebody that can come in that can do that. And so Batman is Middleton. When it comes to night vision, I'm seeing things at night. Middleton is that dude that can get it done. So I think they can complement each other. I think they are a good complement. But as Dallas said, and as we know about coaching, during certain periods of the time of the game, especially in closing, you got to go to Middleton. So allow Middleton to be your closer, allow Superman to get you there, and then let Batman close it out.
Okay. Perfect. So today on Legal Licks Lounge, we do have a special guest joining us. We're going to show some of his clips really quick, but he was a Chicago basketball star literally from the age of probably like 10. He was everywhere. The clip is not here. Where's the clip? Here it is.
Diamonds VVS, don't need no flashlight. Blackout off the Hennessy, I can't remember last.
These are some of his clips when he was just in Portland.
Yeah, I mean, Chase got game. I mean, his game reminded me a lot of Chris Paul game, where he snakes the screens, high IQ, could finish at the bucket over the bigger players. Just the IQ for the game is amazing. So I'm really looking forward to talking to Chase and picking his mind a little bit today, because those high IQ players, it's fun talking to them.
You mentioned CP. Please do not get Coach Parker started on his name.
Hey, I already said this, Maya, Dallas. Everybody know we ain't got to keep saying it. We let the game do the talking for us. So Chris Paul has already established himself as an MVP candidate in the playoffs, which really matters, right? But speaking about Chase, like, those highlights are familiar to me. We've been watching Chase do this since, I think you mentioned, 3rd grade. So he's been a phenom for a number of years. And you know, the game is pure. It's a pure game. When you've been doing things for so long, it's almost like it's natural. We call it pure, right? So yeah, the young man has game. You know, it's already established.
All right, perfect. So let's bring him on. Hi, Chase. How are you?
I'm good. Coach B in Dallas, y'all praise me a little too much over there.
Man, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had you were in the gym with me one time. We came in the gym.
Yeah, Brandon
here from Texas. He was like, "That's Chase." He's like, "Man, I've been looking up to him since I was like 6 years old." I said, "Why don't you go and get a workout in? You know what I'm saying? Stop gazing. You know what I'm saying? And go and holler at him. And you know what I'm saying? See how you can improve your game." So you know, it's not me praising you. I'm just acknowledging what you've been to a lot of young people, you know, in the city of Chicago. But like I said, the young man was from Texas.
No,
He's
I appreciate everything you got to say.
Yes, sir.
Who you talking about, Coach Parker? New Church?
No. New Church is on that too. But it's a kid named I forget his name. He was training with me. I was his. He was at my school. I was the principal at the school. So his mom contacted me. He came back from Texas. He moved to Texas. And he came back to Chicago, and he was like, "Oh man, I'm in the gym with Chase." I'm like, "Young man, get your ass out there, get some training in." Okay?
Was we at the church or was we at Brainerd?
We was at Brainerd. Yeah. But a couple of times when you came over to the church, but definitely he was at Brainerd. It was the summertime, and it was a small set, and you gave him the business. So man, we
stayed at Brainerd in the summertime. It was hot now.
Man, that's the best time to train. That's the best place to train, bro. When you walking in the gym sweating.
No, 100%.
Okay, so here at Legal Licks Lounge, we're basically going to go into the 2 games that are later on today. So up first, we have the 76ers versus the Hawks. This is their game 6. So Chase, we'll let you go first. Who do you think are some of the key players for each team that need to show up tonight?
We're talking about the Sixers, right?
Sixers and Hawks.
Sixers, Hawks. I got on the Sixers side, I got Ben Simmons for sure. He got to score tonight. I mean, he's gonna take care of everything else. As far as on the offensive end, especially on the defensive end, he'll be fine. But I just need him to score tonight if they're gonna win. And then for the Hawks, Ice Trey, obviously. But I got John Collins. He got to step up tonight. He step up, they might. I think they got it.
Okay. Dallas, do you want to go next? Who are some of your key players for tonight's game?
Man, my key player for tonight for Philly is Tobias Harris. I feel like he's the most versatile player on the team. Tobias can rebound. He can pass the ball. He can three. He can shoot the mid range. He can post up. He can do everything that's needed. He can do everything that's needed. Post up. He could shoot the three, and he's probably the only person that can handle the ball and create for his team that can make free throws besides Seth on the Philadelphia 76ers. Because down the stretch of the game, it's kind of like the Giannis and Chris Middleton thing, you got to get the ball to either Seth or Tobias. I lean towards Tobias because he's just a bigger player, can finish at the rim, and like I said, he could do all of those type of things and score at every level of the game. And then for the Hawks, I believe the key player is John Collins and my boy Bogey Bogdanovic.
Mm-hmm.
John Collins, just because the energy he's going to bring, especially being in Atlanta. We probably got some highlights of a couple of those dunks last game. He had about 3 or 4 putback dunks 2 games ago. He hit a clutch 3 down the stretch. John Collins just has to be big, play big, because Embiid on the inside is the best inside player in the game. And Capella needs help down there if it's not rebounding, getting putbacks, because Embiid is tired on the defensive end most of the time because he got to play so much offense. That leaves a lot of lanes for John Collins to be able to offensive rebound. Like, he's right there. He's in 3. He's going to be open. That's who Philly choosing to leave open. Out of all of Atlanta's shooters, they're leaving John Collins. That's the last rotation. We're not going to leave Bogdanovic. We're not going to leave Lou Williams. We're not going to leave Gallinari. We're not going to leave Herter. We're going to try to live with John Collins. John Collins makes threes off of Trae Young's penetration. Atlanta got a good chance of winning tonight.
Okay, Coach P, somebody said the Hawks are winning unless the casinos are paying out. Who do you think is going to take that game tonight? Who are some of your key players?
Honestly, I have no idea who's going to win. You know, I got to admit, the last game, I felt like if Embiid was playing, they were going to win. So Embiid shows up, and then Tobias lays an egg, right? So I think it comes down to that. Dallas touched on it, and I think it comes down to Trae, Ice Trae, as Chase was saying, and then Philly got to figure out who their closer is. And right now, I'm agreeing with Dallas is between Seth and Tobias. I'm actually leaning towards Seth, and I say that, Dallas, because Seth had a game last game, right? And Tobias was almost non-existent, and so I feel like, you know, the momentum going into this game is Seth feeling like, okay, you know, if we need a bucket, you know what I'm saying, I can come off a screen, you know, I can come off a pin down and get us and keep us in the game, or, you know, extend the lead if we actually have a lead. And when we have a lead, who's going to be able to take care of the lead? You know, times like this, you know what they need? You know what they need?
What they need?
They need a Chris Paul. Hey, they need a Chase Adams. Hey, I'm gonna give you one more. They need a Coach Parker. Hey, somebody that's gonna make free throws, take care of the ball, and understand what the situation is, right? And field and find a hot hand. And, you know, not saying that Simmons is not that guy, but once Simmons gives the ball up, then it becomes 4-on-5, right? And they can sag off Simmons, they can play 4-on-5, they can rotate much better, you know, and then they could key on certain players, you know, like Embiid, you know, like Curry, and like Tobias. So, you know, my pick, it would be Seth. Seth is coming off a 30-point game. You know, let's give this man some credit. He's had a couple games where he done saved them. I feel like this game he should have, you know, maybe you know, been more of the focal point coming down the stretch.
So Seth for Philly, who do you have for the Hawks?
Oh, Trae. It ain't even no question. Trae Young. As he go, they go. You know, he's the engine. Without Trae, they have no. And if not Trae, then the forerunner to Trae, which is Lou Williams. But, you know, it's like when Trae Young goes to the bench, they bring in Lou Williams. They almost are they the same thing, you know, because we know Lou gonna give it to you night in and night out.
So just to dive a little bit into the betting element, Dallas, someone asked about the over-under for tonight's game. What do you think?
I mean, all the games are, I mean, you would say under, but I mean, I wouldn't mess with it because I feel like this is the game that has potential to get over the number just because the Hawks are at home. They might make threes. They're going to come out. Philly is going to come out super aggressive, scoring the ball. First half, first quarter. That's my best bet on the game. Philadelphia first half, Philadelphia first quarter. Philly's going to come out, give Joel Embiid the ball every single play. That's what's going to happen. That first quarter might be a little risky because the Hawks might come out with a lot of momentum at the crib and Trae Young hits threes. But as the game levels out, getting Embiid the ball every single play for the first probably 15 possessions is what's going to happen tonight. Doc Rivers knows, like, he's a coach that's like, I'm down with my best player. That's his MO. Like, he's gonna die with Ben Simmons, no matter what happens. I mean, not Ben Simmons. Sorry, he's gonna die with Joel Embiid, no matter. That's what's happening.
You said what, Chase?
Is this game 7?
It's game 7 for the Sixers.
So how are the Hawks at home?
It's game 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you know, Atlanta's up 3-2. So
Got it.
If Atlanta don't win this one, you know, I would say Philly. Yeah, Atlanta has to win this one.
Yeah, facts.
So, final prediction for this game. Coach P, you said it's kind of up in the air.
Yeah, it's up in the air. It's up in the air. So I'm gonna go with what I want to see. That way, no one can hold me and be like, Coach, because I was wrong yesterday. You know, every pick I missed, not yesterday, but the day before. I felt like Utah was gonna win, and I think the other team was. I felt like Philly was gonna win, and Atlanta won, and the Sixers won. So tonight, I would love to see Game 7s. So I would say, please, you know, if the basketball gods favor us, basketball fans, I'll take the Sixers. And I'll take the Sixers in this one for Game 7.
Chase, what's your final prediction for today's game?
No, I think I kind of agree because if the Hawks win tonight, I mean, obviously it's over with. I'd rather see the 76ers play the Nets, to be honest, because I want the Nets to win. I kind of want to see that 76ers Nets, but I also like Ice Trey. So, I mean, I'm up in the air. If that, like you said, if the Hawks lose tonight, I think it's going to be the 76ers, but Hawks get it done tonight, then yeah, of course, like that's it.
Yeah.
Legal Licks. Final prediction.
I like. I went with Atlanta to win the series from the jump as the underdog. Me and Shiggy, we both picked Atlanta to win the series. I don't. If they don't win tonight, they don't win the series. But like I said, my best bet is Philly first half. I think Philly wins the first half. I feel like that's the safest bet. If I'm gonna make a statement on the game, I'm not gonna pick the full game because Philly doesn't finish game. They've won the first half in every single game. I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta wins. I feel like if it's a close game down the stretch, Atlanta wins. If it's like 7 to 8 point game, Philadelphia will win. It's really all on Ben Simmons' shoulders if he's gonna make his free throws down the stretch. I think Doc got to take him out. Down the stretch today. He got to and let Tobias. Tobias got to run point forward. I think the game, the lineup to finish the game, or at any of those situations where they're just going to foul in Simmons, without the penalty of the off-ball foul, it got to be Shake Milton out there, Tobias Harris, Seth, either Thibault. Is Danny Green back tonight? Deontay, let me know if Danny Green's back tonight. Danny Green, those players got to be on the floor with Embiid instead of Simmons. So this floor spacing is there. Embiid has room to work one-on-one because big men, Joel Embiid got a lot of Shaquille O'Neal in him. He will dominate tonight. He's not like that's what's going to happen. Joel Embiid will shoot 25 shots. Capella either going to guard him or he's not, and Joel Embiid cannot be guarded. So I expect Joel.
Let me throw a name at you, Davis. Let me throw a name at you. He's a closer, and I think he can play that position in place of Simmons. George Hill. George Hill.
Yeah. But wait. You say he a closer. He could have closed that game with the Warriors in that series. He jacked.
Yeah. But you know,
we blame JR, but he missed them free throws.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I think he's a veteran though. He's been around that. He's been around this. He's been around the block. And what I mean by he knows the situation, right? George Hill has never been a type of point guard or guard that turns the ball over. He shoots a high percentage from the three. He can be a knockdown shooter, and he's going to make free throws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's facts.
Deontay said that Danny Green is out, Dallas. If that
okay. Yeah, no Danny tonight. Okay. Yeah, I think he's a key part. They do need Danny out there. That stretch. Because Thibault, a lot of the times, he's open, but he's hesitant to shoot the ball. Danny, and that kills Philly. Because when you kicking, when you swinging that ball, and you making that cross court pass, and it's Thibault and not Danny Green, it's like a sigh of relief for Atlanta. But I think Doc gonna get in his ass tonight and tell him, shoot the ball, young man. Don't be scared of the moment. What'd you say?
How you gonna say it?
He gonna get in his ass. He got the ball, young man.
Hey, let me do my hey, shoot the ball. Hey, guys, we love you, guys. Shoot the ball. You know, hey, when you shoot, it's a 50% chance. You're gonna make it or you're gonna miss it. You know what I'm saying? Doc can. We talked about that when Tim was on. Doc can. He can make you feel like you can walk on water, right? Yeah.
That's
he can charge you up.
And
who you got, Mike?
I'm listening.
I don't know. I think they usually say the person who wins game 5 is the person who ends up closing it out. So I would probably go with the Hawks just because the 76ers, they've been kind of off recently. They haven't been – because at first we're like, oh, 76ers for sure. They're dominating the Hawks, you know. They barely beat the Knicks. But they haven't been performing the way in which we assumed that they would perform. So I'd say Philly for the whole series. But even if Philly does win, it's like they're not going to make it past the Nets. So
they have a chance.
Yeah, no Kyrie, a banged up Harden. Hey.
But Kyrie would probably be back by then, right?
I'm praying.
He just said Kyrie has a long way before returning to go.
Yeah.
What's a long way?
Right.
He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back.
Yeah, I see him coming back.
That's game 1. He come back game like 3. The one in Philly or something.
He's gonna come back for game 7.
He's not playing. I'm looking at it. Kyrie Irving ruled out game 7, sprained ankle.
Wow, I thought he was gonna go see Mr. Miyagi and be straight.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Okay, so let's transition to the other game tonight. It is the Jazz versus Clippers. Chase, since you are our guest, I'll let you go first. Who are some of your key players for that game?
Let's see. Clippers, I got Terrence Mann. And then for the Jazz, I got Bogdanovich.
Go into it a little bit more in depth. What's the Terrence Mann game that you feel like he needs to bring to the table? Right.
Terrence Mann is the glue guy. He like the rod man. He do anything you need him to do at whatever time. And so for him to just be out there, especially with Kawhi leaving, they're gonna need his energy. They're gonna need his defensive abilities. They're gonna need him to step up as like a release for Paul George a little bit. Paul George is gonna do a lot on the defensive end, per usual. But usually it's him. You got Pat Bev out there being a dog. You got Kawhi. That's a hard 3 to go like to play against offensively. If they all 3 of them are guarding you, he gonna have to step up like crazy though, for real. I think he's capable. I think he takes on a challenge every time he's out there. Why he doesn't play more, I don't think we know. But yeah, he's definitely my key player for today. And then on the Jazz side, we got Bogey. I was out there in Utah. I went to a Jazz game when they played for game 1 against the Grizzlies. They love him in Utah. I never really paid much attention to his game, but when he's going, they all going for real. That was the game that Donovan Mitchell was out. He had a really good game. That was the game he had the
48, 49.
Say it again.
He had a 48-point game or something like that. 49.
No, it was game 1 when Donovan Mitchell didn't play. They lost to the Grizzlies, but they went to him for the last shot. You would think they would go to Mike Conley, but that just let me know how much confidence the Jazz has in him. So for them to have that much confidence in him, it lets me know that he might be one of them guys outside of Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley. So he steps up. I think they got the dub.
Yeah, my bad. I thought you were talking about a game. He had a game towards the end of the season where bro hit like 48 points, 49 points. He was like, I want to say he had like 11 threes. It was something crazy. And he was going crazy.
When he goes to the free throw line, they chant MVP or Bogey. They love him out there.
Yeah.
I mean, not only the fans love him, but it seems like for him to have the last shot of game 1 of the playoffs, I mean, of course they got some confidence in him over there on the bench too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris, but the 2 players that you did mention, you talked about Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley. Both of them are listed tonight as questionable and as game decisions. That's what they said. So
they playing. Come on now.
They both
How do
playing.
you think
Game
that the game? That's what it said.
If they don't play, I don't see them winning. Let's just get that out the way right now. If they don't play, I don't see it happen.
They both playing. You know when players just got the little it just got to be listed as that. Both of them cats playing.
You know what they might be doing? That's for the opposing team. That's for Clippers to not know what's going on.
It's getting their hand.
Yeah, that's just getting their head.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, who are some of your key players since you think those two are playing? You can say them.
Man, my key player for the Jazz is Mike Conley. I mean, he the engine that keeps them going. He keeps them afloat. He makes sure they making veteran. He's the veteran presence on the team, the veteran decision maker. Jordan Clarkson, yeah, he's a point guard, but he's a streaky, hot point guard. You know, he's going to take bad shots. He's going to not run the offense sometimes. He's going to play just one-on-one ball. I feel like one of the keys for Utah is their ball movement, how they move the ball, share the ball. Conley gives them this other element, gives them another pick-and-roll player that can get inside the paint. And also, Mike Conley is a knockdown three-point shooter. The top of the key, that's his spot. He doesn't miss. He got the floater game in the middle, and he can make the right passes. That Utah Jazz offense is just so much more lethal with Conley out there, just based off of him being a penetrate and him and Gobert's pick and roll. He could throw the lob with the best of them. And now Donovan is playing off ball when Conley has it. Donovan can play off ball when Conley runs pick and roll. And now when Donovan catches it, the defense is rotating to Donovan instead of just all eyes on Donovan. So Conley will be a huge key down the stretch, decision making. There go your Chris Paul type player, Coach Parker. That's what you need. You need a Chris Paul in order to win. You got to have that point guard making them decisions down the stretch. Point guard is the most important piece of the team, of every team. So you missing your point guard, you in trouble, and that's why Utah in the situation they in now. But Conley back tonight, I see no way Utah loses to this Clippers team. Paul George has to go for 40, but Snyder is great at making adjustments. I trust him as a coach. And then getting Conley back, I'll be very surprised if Utah goes home tonight.
So go ahead, Alex.
My key player for the Clippers will be Mr. Morris, twin. And also the other key player for the Clippers is my guy, Bobby Smurda. Bobby got to do his thing tonight. So Morris and Bobby both got a hoop. I would also like to throw in Batum out there just because how versatile he is on defense, rebounding, and he makes his corner threes. The Clippers have to hit threes to beat Utah. They went small. They're going to keep playing small so that they can switch and just watch Donovan completely. But the game plan does change with Conley out there. Like I said, you can't just ball watch Donovan the whole time. But Reggie Jackson, man, he's had one hell of a playoffs. He probably had one of the best playoff performances out of everybody in the playoffs this year. Most consistent. He just scored 15 points in almost every game, shooting a three at an amazing clip, penetrating, making tough shots, and he playing defense. He's not scared of the moment. Reggie Jackson, a big-time player. And like I said, Morris, he a gangster. He bringing the toughness to the Clippers team. He going to rebound, he going to hit threes, and he brings Gobert away from the rim. Like I said, that's the key to beating the Jazz. You cannot beat the Utah Jazz with the Stifle Tower sitting under the rim. You got to hit threes, and you got to have a stretch five out there, bringing him away from the rim, spacing the floor for the rest of the team. So that's what it is for the Clippers and Jazz.
Somebody commented on the stream saying that PG is going to have another big game because he's found his rhythm, and it seems like Utah can't stop him. Coach P, what do you say?
Yeah, I agree. What they call him? What was they calling him?
They was calling him Pandemic P, but that's
gone. Pandemic P, Playoff P. Yeah, Playoff P is back. Yeah, and you can see, you know, as coaches, we look at something called body language. His body language is he's leaving it all out there. He doesn't have any hesitation, and he's playing his game. His game is attack first. He got the side to side. You know, you look at him, he's attacking. You know what I'm saying? He's creating the angles that he need. And you know, I like what Paul is doing. You know what's funny is Dallas made all my points, so it's really not much for me to say. It's almost like I'm just echoing what he's saying. So I'll just go ahead and talk about Mike Conley Jr., who is one of the most steady point guards in the NBA in terms of assist turnover ratio. And like he said, he's cut from the Chris Paul I think I'm trying to think of anybody else that they don't turn the ball over. They shoot out high percentage. They make free throws. They get everybody else involved. They make their team better. And Mike Conley's been doing that for years. So they are definitely a different team offensively when Conley's on the floor. And then Dallas said it again. To me, the matchup is Morris versus Rudy Gobert. Can Morris pull Rudy Gobert away from the basket with those high pick and rolls, that pick and pops? And if you watch, Morris has been knocking it down. He's like 8 for 10 the last couple of games from the 3-point. He shot 5 for 6 and then 3 for 4. He can actually, if you shooting 5 for 6, bro, you got to take more shots. You're right. You got to get more into that, and that's a coaching thing. Like Dallas said, you got to use that. We got to bring Rudy away from the basket. If Rudy's in the game, we got Morris. When Rudy goes out, Morris take a break. You sub yourself in. When you see Rudy, bro, just sub yourself in. And then your job is pull him away from the basket. Even if you don't shoot, as long as he's not in that basket area, clogging up the paint, blocking shots, altering shots, it gives us a better chance for guys like Paul George and Reggie Jackson who like to attack.
Legal licks. People want to know, who do you have winning tonight's game?
Conley plays, Jazz win.
I got the Jazz.
Chase?
I wanted to see the Clippers.
Okay.
Clippers.
Hey.
Kawhi not playing, so it kind of make it a little, So I'm gonna go with Jazz.
Hey Chase, we both had the Clippers advancing to the Western Conference Finals, right? And it's just a different Clippers team, so it's not as enjoyable to watch when you don't have Kawhi Leonard out there. You don't have Rondo, playing significant minutes. I always felt like, if someone said it, one of the viewers talked about Rondo, baby. I'm like, I don't know why they got Rondo out there unless he's just coaching. But I would like to see Rondo inserted in some way, shape, fashion, or form into the game because he is a difference maker. Even if he doesn't.
People forget that Rondo is the reason why they got their ring last year.
Man.
Besides LeBron, of course, but.
Man, no, you said it.
Home. That's why the Lakers at home, too.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out why he's not playing.
Me too. I'm trying to figure out why the Lakers.
What's wrong with Terrence Mann?
Yeah, why the Lakers didn't re-sign Rondo.
Hey, let me rephrase that. I think I want to see whatever team gets the Suns to the finals. That's whichever team is easier for the Suns.
Hey, there we go.
I want to see CP in the finals. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, me too. CP3. We talking about Suns in Brooklyn, right?
The Suns to make
Suns Brooklyn. Suns Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I mean, but if all three come back, I don't know. It's gonna be a little tough for my boy, but hey, once he in there, he in there. He know how to win. He know how to get it done.
Yeah, he knows how. He also knows the situation. Like, he knows how to put people in positions. Like, oh wait, hold on, Paul George, who they got on you? What's the boy Ingles? We're going to Paul until they switch off. We're going to Paul George, right? PG is your game. We're gonna put you in the post. We're gonna put you in the mid post. That way you can just go to work on Ingles because we know he ain't got the footwork to stay with you.
I definitely wouldn't mind a Rondo CP series. That's gonna be
they're gonna be out there doing jujitsu, man. I promise you, them guys know something different than basketball.
In a fight for sure.
Look at Maya. She want to hear that.
I feel like Chris Paul is on. He's just mentioning every single episode.
He should be. He should be.
Not MVP.
I mean, if he was gonna bring me out here, you should have known CP was gonna get mentioned. CP, Kyrie,
Right.
Every time Coach Parker on here.
Hey, Chase, you know what? Hey, when I got class, I'm gonna call you the sub for me because you saying the same thing. I said the same thing.
Yeah, that's easy.
And Kyrie. But you know what? We know point guards, right? Point guards see the same thing. We see what's going on. The difference maker. We know Kyrie is a supreme skilled point guard, right? He may not be the sole controller that Chris Paul is, but the stuff he does out there is, I mean, if you're not amazed with what he does and you don't have appreciation for skill sets, right? It's an unbelievable skill set. It's tremendous. I've never seen anything like it. I watched some of his training video. I'm like, bro, you should be in a circus.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah.
As a player, it's hard to just watch one person and say, I want to be like this person.
Mm-hmm.
You got so many examples, so many blueprints, so many people in the league that you could just watch and take bits and pieces from. I don't understand why people have besides Derrick Rose, I don't really have a favorite player. Mm-hmm. It's too many people that I like to watch and like to learn from. So people be like, who you model your game after? I mean, Derrick Rose is my favorite player. I'm fast, so I like to be fast.
That's one you got the thumbs up.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. But anyway,
like the Knicks over here,
right? I'm gonna show you a shirt that I got a little later. You'll probably like it. You'll enjoy it. But anyways, it's too many people in the league that you can learn from and pull from. So, we could talk about basketball all day, especially point guards.
Exactly.
That conversation don't stop.
I want to add this, Maya. The reason why Chris Paul always get brought up because he's the standard for point guards. So if you ever want to talk, whenever you mention point guard, it's like the first thing to come to mind. Oh, he is him. He's him. He's him. He is him. That is it. Chris Paul is the standard for point guard. If you want to learn how to point guard, you gotta watch. You got the first highlight I'm pulling up is Chris Paul highlights.
Yeah.
Then maybe some Rondo.
Yeah, the standard for leadership as well. You know, let's not forget that he's been the president of the Players Association since like 2013. And so when your peers call upon you to represent them in serious matters with respect to the NBA, you got to give it up to them, right?
Right. So every episode of Legal Licks Lounge, we do give away a free pick. But I think today, Dallas, you said that you wanted to do a giveaway. You want to talk about that? What do you want to give away?
I'm gonna give away some of these Zed headphones. I'm gonna give away a pair of Zed headphones. So that's $500. Let me see. Cost $500. You see here, $500 headphones. They're real cool. They do a lot of different things, and I'm gonna give away a pair. So I guess let Chase pick from somebody in the comments. Everybody just comment Legal Licks. Yeah, everybody comment Legal Licks, and he just picked somebody random to have me send the headphones to, and you get them.
Are those the solar power? Oh my goodness! I need that shirt.
It's a 1 of 1. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, can we make it a 1 of 2? I literally need that shirt. Like
I might let you get it on the weekends.
I can get it. Dallas. Is that the solar powered headphones you were talking about yesterday?
No. The headphones aren't solar powered. The portable charger is solar powered. But the headphones are really cool, and it's another cool thing. So like it's like you can plug a cord into them, and let's say you whip someone else, and you listen to something, you can plug the cord up, and they can listen to it with you, and they're wireless too. So
wow,
pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, I got 3 different colors. So whenever Chase pick, if it's a boy or a girl, and then they can just comment what color they want.
Let's go with
It's moving fast.
Let's go with Big Homie.
Oh, okay. Where?
I see Big Homie at 426.
I'm trying to scroll to get it. Big Homie. Okay. This one? Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Big Homie.
What color do you want?
What color you want, Big Homie? Hold on. Let me get all the colors for you.
Wait, purple. I want the purple ones.
Yeah, I was thinking I need a pair myself. I should have jumped in the chat. And I got my phone.
I got blue. Red, or purple. Big Homie.
Okay, Big Homie, let us know which color you want.
Blue, red, purple.
Okay, so while we wait to see. Okay, so Chase, we just talked about your playoff predictions. But you had Big Homie said red, Dallas.
Red. All right, cool. Text Big Homie text headphones to or actually send my can you get like messages? Yeah, text headphones to 702-61, but anybody might text.
Didn't think that through all the way.
Tell Big Homie put his number on the side. You text him. How about that?
Or no, tell Big Homie to DM you. Like Instagram and DM Legal Licks.
No, anybody can DM though.
Anybody can be Big Homie.
They say their Instagram on the stream. You'll look out for their Instagram.
Oh yeah, what's your Instagram, Big Homie? There you go.
See, guys.
Good.
That's how he figured it out. He
His
said,
Instagram is Get Money. See, look.
"Hello."
Get money. Cool. Makes sense. That's why you on the Legal Lick show, huh? You watching the Legal Lick show because you want to get money. Chase, you know how to pick them, man.
Right. Big Homie said, "Appreciate y'all. You are very welcome. Thank you for choosing red, Big Homie, because now I get to get the purple ones." I know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so Chase, we just talked about the NBA playoff predictions, but yesterday, the NBA and Wilson made a pretty big announcement, and you were a part of that. So do you want to talk about that announcement and your experience with it?
Oh, yeah, that was super cool. The people at Wilson are some of the most professional people that I've worked with. I was one of 5 people that were a part of the shoot. We shot at St. Ignatius in the upstairs gym that I'd never seen before. St. Ignatius is huge, by the way. That was my first time in there. The aesthetic was super crazy. The actual basketball itself is pretty much the same as the Spalding. It's the same leather and everything, except they got Wilson on it now. It'll be debut. I know the ball will be debuted to NBA players. Incoming NBA players at the draft combine next week. Everybody will be in Chicago at Wintrust, the players that were invited. And so they get to debut the balls. Pause, right? But yeah, it was a super, super, super cool experience for me to be able to, network with the Wilson people. And then I also did it with Miles Reynolds, like my big brother. And then Billy Garrett was a part of it too. Also one of my big brother's one of my favorite basketball players ever growing up. If you know Chicago basketball, Billy Garrett is in your top 20, 25 for sure, 100%. And I say 25 because it's so many players. But yeah, BG was there. Miles was there. We had fun. It was super fun. Yeah, there's Miles right there.
Sheesh.
Yep.
And this was to celebrate their 75th anniversary too, right?
For the NBA? Was it for the NBA or yeah? So actually, I'm not sure about that. I just know that the basketball, they went to a different brand for the actual official ball. And you know what's crazy? The girls actually did it already this season. So the WNBA's basketballs, they're they're orange and white, but they have Wilson on it too now instead of Spalding. And then the NBA will be next season.
Hey, how's the feel of the ball? I know when we were coming in the brand, a couple of the guys was getting ready for like the NBA draft and the G League, and I started touching one of them NBA balls. Man, it was a little. It's a different feel, than the high school and college balls.
Yeah. So what happens with the NBA? The difference between the NBA basketball and like high school and college is the leather. So the leather is like sweat absorbent. So until it gets wet, it's really no grip. So when you fresh out the car, fresh into the gym, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be like it almost feels slippery. Yeah. I mean, it feels like a designer bag or something. That's what it feels like, to be honest. Designer leather bag, and then once it gets wet, it's the best thing that you could play with. The high school ball, the college ball, those get wet, they're slippery. Mm-hmm. Ball, once it gets wet, it's actually more. It has more grip to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. When my uncle used to coach Memphis, he gave me NBA ball a long time ago. When he coached the Grizzlies, and I used to go to LA Fitness with the NBA ball. Nobody used to want to play. I'm like, man, this the league ball. I'm tripping like this.
Yeah, 100%.
It's my thing with the NBA ball, I feel like it helped my jump shot so much because it's weighted more. Like it helped me with my range.
It's way heavier.
A little bit bigger too. It's bigger. It's heavier. And like when you go from shooting with the NBA ball, you go back to shooting with the college ball, the high school ball. It's like, man, you feel like you can pull from half court easy. And then, like you said, the grip, it gets the grip when you sweat. That's why you see the players licking their fingers at the line. All that type of
Steve Nash, he lick his fingers all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, I feel like it's probably it's best to train with, especially I feel like the younger kids should train with the NBA ball actually, just so that they can just get more range on their shot, and it's the bigger ball, so it's harder for it to go in the rim scientifically.
I just like the way it go in, because it's so smooth and slippery. When it goes in the net, it just goes straight through the net, regardless of if it hits the rim, hits the backboard, whatever it hits, it's going straight through the net regardless. The other ball kind of, it kind of gets stuck in there a little bit on its way out, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
NBA ball goes straight through, make the sound every time. I love that NBA ball.
Hey, the NBA ball, like, hey, I've been listening to the college and high school ball. It's two sounds. It's yeah. Do you know when they're supposed to have those?
The NBA.
You know when they're supposed to have those available for
Coach B?
He said, "Do you know when they'll be available for purchase? Like, can I go buy one of them before the season, or do I have to wait till the season starts?"
Oh, I don't even think you could buy the NBA balls. You gotta like know people.
Oh.
I think that's how I go. I don't think you can buy the Spalding ones either. The current ones, I don't think you can buy those either. Like they all have like a number on them. Like the one at Basel, my trainer, he has them. He gets them from teams. So like it'll say 76ers, and then the number behind it, like a barcode or something. It's actually crazy. I think it makes it better because it's so exclusive and so rare. Well, not anybody could just have them.
Yeah, and I used to go to the gym, and man, people ain't want to play with. I'm like, man, you ain't got no game, bro. That's all it is. You ain't got. If you don't want to play the NBA ball, we got a league ball in the gym, man. You ain't got game. That's all it is. You can't hoop.
Yeah, that is facts.
Another thing that came with the Wilson NBA, the new collaboration, they also announced the NBA's first advisory board. So essentially, they chose specific all-stars who are going to represent the NBA when they're testing out different products. So the first two shows was Trae Young and Jamal Murray. And so they'll go and they'll test out all the different products and then give feedback to the different companies about how it felt and, just the overall experience. Coach P, I feel like you're always talking about the president of the Players Association and that involvement. What do you think about players being a part of this type of, collaboration?
Yeah, I think it makes sense. You got to appeal to your customers, or your clients, I should say, not your customers, but your clients. The customers are us as the fans, but the clients are the players. You're right. They're the ones that's going to use the ball. They're the ones that's going to use the equipment. So that's probably where you get your greatest feedback. The fans, we as fans might like the college and the high school ball because we come in the gym, we can pick it up. Oh, this ball feels good. The pro players are like, man, I don't want to touch a slippery ball in the fourth quarter, right? Fourth quarter is when it really matters. I heard someone say everybody looks the same first, second, and third quarters, but only true players separate themselves in the fourth quarter. So in the fourth quarter, when you sweat and you didn't put a lot of work in, you don't want that smallest little thing, that sweat that's on your hands, could be the difference between a turnover and sending you to the next series, or being eliminated from the playoffs. And actually, we looked at that the other night when Giannis missed the pass, right? Yep. And it seemed like the ball slipped out of his hands, right? And I'm not saying that he had sweat on his hands, but we all know in the fourth quarter, everybody's been sweating, everybody's been working. And so that little bit of difference, right, can make the biggest difference in moving on.
Perfect. Legal Licks. Every episode we give away our free pick. Are you ready to give away your free pick?
Yeah.
So who do you have today?
It's an early game. It's baseball. I like the Twins. Minnesota Twins to win the first half. So basically first 5 innings. I like the Twins. They have a better pitcher on the mound. They're a better hitting team as well. I think they win the game. So, and a couple. I guess somebody, since y'all said I don't give out no baseball picks, I'll give out a couple picks. I also like the Dodgers to beat the Diamondbacks tonight. Diamondbacks lost 23 straight games, 14 straight on the road. The Dodgers are one of the best teams in baseball. Trevor Bauer's on the mound tonight as well, so I don't see the Dodgers losing. But the way Vegas is set up, this will be the one that the Diamondbacks win after 23 straight losses. They beat the best team in baseball, but I'm taking the Dodgers still. I'm gonna take the Twins first half with Berrios on the mound. We waiting on our other free play from yesterday. We hit the KD double-double. Anj Jabbar tennis match got postponed to this morning, so she won't play it to 3 a.m. So y'all got a 3-pick parlay right there. And also the Jazz team total over 110. So that's a 4-pick parlay. Do I got a guarantee button in here? I think it's guaranteed in my Charles Barkley voice.
I think it's guaranteed.
There go a 4-pick. Jazz to score 110 points. Minnesota Twins first half. LA Dodgers, Anj Jabbar. Play the parlay, 4-pick parlay, put something on it. Win. Come on Legal Licks Lounge tomorrow. Maya, we're going to see who all took it and won. And go ahead and get your membership after that.
You said Minnesota Twins first half? What you mean?
So basically baseball is 9 innings. First 5 innings. Minnesota
first
Twins.
5 innings. Okay, gotcha.
Minnesota Twins win the first 5 innings. I
tried to find the comment. There was someone when we first hopped on. They said from yesterday's episode they won $700 from the picture.
Okay. Yeah, I mean I was on fire yesterday. Baseball, basketball, hockey, WNBA. I think the only pick I missed yesterday was the Brewers, but I also told y'all to take their pitcher to go under 6.5 strikeouts. He did that. He only had 5 strikeouts. That hit. And the last pick that I think lost was the last one of the night. He lost in the bottom of the 9th inning. Tampa Bay Rays. But I told all my clients to hedge. So basically hedging is taking the opposite team when Tampa Bay was up about 3 runs. So this one guy, he made like $7,000 on his hedge last night. He said he's made $10,000 in 3 days. I don't know if he's on here, but he's in the group and shit. He made joint. The guy told me joint 3 days ago started with $300 and now he's up $10,000. You can check out my Instagram to see his posts and all of that. He's like a kid, some random kid. He won fucking 10 bands in 3 days. So happy I can make somebody some money.
Wow.
And then can you let them know they want to know the number to sign up?
702-613-7503. I also have a trial going this weekend. During the weekends, I like to do trials so that people can just have a chance to see the experience, understand it without having to commit the whole month payment. So I do have a $200 trial going on. If you're on here, it's really $250 on Instagram, but on here I'll do it for $200. Just text the word live trial to 702-613-7503. You'll get all my picks for this weekend. UFC, soccer, NHL, MLB, NBA. I always do it on the weekend so I can give people the most amount of value for that trial. But there's so much going on the weekends. There's a lot more games on the weekend than the middle of the day. And we got some pivotal games this weekend as well. And also it's the soccer international tournament going on. So, yeah, $200. You get all the picks from me all weekend. And that $200 can go towards your monthly membership after the trial is over. And if I don't make you money during that trial, I will send you another free pick after your trial is over. So I'm giving away a lot of that trial. So live trial is only $200. Just text that to 702-613-7503. And I'll get you started with that trial. You can start the Legal Licks experience right before football season. Try to make you some money so that you can make a lot of money during football.
And then I'm going to assume that ML means money line. They're asking about odds.
Yeah, Jabbar. No. The pick from yesterday, it's the same pick from yesterday. She's going to win money line, but for her to win her first serve, so or to get the first service break. So in tennis, if you hold your serve, that means when you're serving, you win that game. That's winning first serve. So it's going to say, like on FanDuel, it'll say player A or player B to win first service game. You're going to click. You're going to figure out which one is Anj Jabbar, A or B, and pick her to win her first service game. Or you can put this as well. You can put her to get the first service break. So service break number 1. She holds her serve 82% of the time. So she only loses her serve 18% of the time in the past year. And she plays some of the best players.
And then how much is the trial after that for a month?
All of that information is disclosed once you text that number. My assistant, the person who runs that, will make sure you have all the information you need.
Okay. Perfect. So I think this is a great time to wrap up. Guys, do you have anything else to add? Okay. Chase, thank you so much for joining us today. We are 16-2. Hopefully, Ons can make us 17-2.
I do got something to say, Maya. My bad. I gotta poke some fun to Chase, man. Hey, you gotta play me in Madden, man. We gotta play Madden for that paper, Chase. Yeah, I'm calling you out here.
I want everybody in the comments to drop their legal lick prediction on who's gonna win this.
Who y'all think? Me or Chase gonna win? Let's see. We're gonna play Madden for a couple $100, and who y'all think gonna win? Who y'all taking? We might live stream it on Twitch. We're live streaming on Twitch, man.
Yeah, we could do that. That's cool.
Yeah. Also, Chase, I know Shamir somewhere around y'all. If y'all get a chance, man, make sure y'all stop by camp. We start on the 28th of June. We at the Pullman Center on 103rd. We there from 2 to 5, Monday through Thursday. We go all the way to the end of July. So if y'all got some time, come by, and share a blessing with the shorties that we got in camp.
Always, you know that. You don't even got to ask.
I already know. Yep.
Chase, I'm sorry, but the comments are not on your side.
I've been an underdog my whole life,
He said legal luck. Hey, they calling you legal luck. Like,
that's funny. You need to patent that.
Oh, wait. Somebody said they think we're not bad.
Oh, I mean, he a point guard. Point guards, you know what I'm saying? Quarterback, point guard, same thing. Maybe he might get me.
I don't turn the ball over. That's all you need to know.
I heard that.
Hey, look, all of y'all can watch it on Twitch, and y'all can send y'all wagers. I pay y'all double. So y'all, anybody want to bet me, you can send your money ahead of time. I'm gonna send you if I lose, and I pay y'all double whatever y'all want to bet me. There we go.
I'm gonna tell you what. One of my spots, I bank with Chase. So.
Ooh.
Hey, I ain't never running a while, Maya. So
he always has the best catch. I like that.
It's funny.
Okay, guys. Chase, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Tomorrow. Bye.